The Trump administration, for the first time, openly calling for regime change in Venezuela. Yesterday, Ambassador Nikki Haley joining anti-Maduro demonstrators. She suggested a regime change, vowing to not stop fighting until we see Maduro go. The Trump administration has also issued sanctions against Maduro, his family, his inner political circle. Joining us tonight, retired four-star general, Fox chief strategic analyst, General Jack Keane. General, good to have you with us. What's your reaction to suddenly this president, who has not been a big fan of regime change, his UN ambassador is talking very clearly and openly about regime change in Venezuela?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same advocacy we have for Iran. In other words, we're not going to take any overt action to change that regime, but we're supporting the people in the country. And whatever that support can be, we're behind them. Certainly, Ambassador Haley's very strong comments in support of the people and their protest against the regime will provide some moral strength to them, much along the lines that Ronald Reagan did for the protest that was taken by the Polish people against the communist regime in Lithuania. And I think that's not to be underestimated. When the Iranians were in the streets in the summer of 2009, and they were demonstrating against that regime for the first time, Obama stayed silent, and that movement was eventually defeated, sadly to say. So I think this is about inspiration, certainly, and sanctioning the people, the United States standing up, and we're working in concert, Lou, with our allies in the region. But we're not talking about any military overt action to change the regime.
You know, I hear that, and it's the way it begins almost every time. We're not talking about military action, but we end up there. It's been a spectacle over the last 2 decades, and a very sorry one, in which we see, you can call it what you want, whether it's a mission creep or whether it is explosive new missions in which neocons, for example, drive policy. It is frankly disturbing to hear that start to emanate from the UN ambassador rather than from the State Department or from the White House itself.
Yeah, but what she's really talking about...
Does that bother you, by the way?
No,
okay.
Because I don't believe that's what's in the cards here, nor would it lead to military action. What she is really talking about is internal regime change, considerable pressure on the Maduro regime, right, to the point where they leave, or there's some internal action is taken against him by a military that becomes considerably more disenchanted. Now, whether we're taking covert action inside the country or not, I can't speak to. I don't know. I wouldn't ask questions like that.
It wouldn't be very good covert action, would it?
Well, I mean, at best, what we'd be doing is providing some kind of financial support to protesters, which I'm sure we're doing inside Iran. I'm just speculating, but it's a likely thing we would be doing.
Speaking
and we're not going to
take
this is South America, and we got a third rail here, Lou. You know, about taking action with U.S. military in South America, as you know, historically.
Yeah. And that's why I wanted to give it some attention here tonight. Ambassador John Bolton warning Iran that there will be hell to pay if Iran threatens or goes about harming our allies in the region. Your thought?
Oh, yeah. The Trump administration is doing something I've been waiting for 38 years through Republican and Democratic administrations. That is to see Iran as our #1 enemy in the world. They've been killing us for those 38 years, and I won't enumerate all of it now, but they have them in the bullseye. And it's not just the nuclear issue. They're pushing back on Iran for their behavior in the region, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Yemen, for state sponsorship of terrorism, and they don't want them to build ballistic missiles that will carry nuclear weapons. Those are the 4 pieces of their policy. And they're imposing significant sanctions on them. The export of oil is down 35%.
Are they looking for a fight?
The United States?
No, I'm talking about Iran.
Oh, God. No. They can't get there. They have lots of rhetoric, lots of bellicose. They'll use proxies. Any direct confrontation with Iranian forces, they lose, and they lose the regime, and they know it. They're going to try to hang on by their fingernails here, buying into the Kerry propaganda that wait Trump out
Do you suppose
and
he's
you'll
going
get
to
a
get
Democrats.
Do you suppose he's going to get like a big bonus from the Ayatollahs for his sound counsel and judgment? General, good to talk with you.
Take
General
care.
Jack Keane.